Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just What I Am playing Octopath Traveler 2. Last episode we explored this town. We unlocked the apothecary as a secondary job. And we also went over to the west, where we ran into this place, and there's like a little place up here, which apparently requires me to be there alone. So we're gonna go make our way over to this town. Probably explore the town, and then I'm going to get rid of everybody in my party except for Casty, and we're gonna go and check out this place. And probably get my butt royally kicked, if I had to hazard a guess. But first, we have to deal with this area and all that jazz.
Do be gentle.
To be gentle.
Now it begins. Cleave through my foes.
At least the enemies never changed.
Ready?
Still dealing with the same encounters from last episode.
Next. Might. Axe attack. Has to be done. My journey will not
I was about to just run away without opening the chest. That would have been quite a funny little thing. Okay, this place seems a little bit on the confusing side though, in terms of a layout.
Shall we?
Well now. Axe attack.
Now it begins. Cleave through my foes.
What a show. So it goes.
Ram ba da da dum. 6,200 leaf. I am not complaining about just casually getting money like that. But there's a dude to my right over there.
Time to clean up the filth.
Prepare yourself. How's this?
What to do? Well, well. That's your weakness. Well now.
Very well.
Nice charge. Now you will die.
And so it goes.
Right. So, is it just over there? Let me go this way first, just to see how high. Okay, so it's level 16 still, so I can go that way too.
Play.
My
turn. Well, well.
Here I come. Allow me to work.
What to do?
Fighting is not what I do.
He says while he mentally abuses people for information.
Do be gentle.
Prepare yourself. Cleave through my foes.
Ready? Well, well. Easy. What to do? I know no cure.
These freaking XP bonuses and all that jazz during the night that I'm getting are quite something.
Well, this
An emaciated man drawing nervous, ragged breaths. He calls out to passersby to purchase his wares and shuffles off to replenish his stock when he sells out. Where exactly his products come from is unclear. Ooh, 3%. enjoying. And he is quite strong, so I won't be able to get his stuff
Are you my next
that
patient?
easily.
Ready? Well, well.
Now it begins. Cleave through my foes. For the pride of Ku.
Alright, into Sai we go. There is indeed a story to be told over here, however, I don't care. Chat is just here. If you ever need me, just say the word. Call me if you need me. Okay, let's go and get the day crew out, which would be... Casti for information. Sone for stealing. Hikari for challenging. And I guess Agneia for like seeing how strong people are. Sure. Right, let's turn to day. There are many skilled loot players in Ku. I'd love to go there someday. Of course I'm not high enough level. He has a loot. Just not that easy to get. This is also like the Scent of Commerce thing, which is something. I'm not doing anything special, just looking at the town and thinking. A young boy living with an elderly couple in the East District. He used to reside on the west side of town, but the war made an orphan of him. And so he rises with the sun and spends each day standing on a street corner in the city's West District, lost in memories of his parents.
That was buried.
Okay, then we have the East District over here. Alright, I've seen to my weapons, so I'm ready as I'll ever be. Soldier soon to get his first taste of war. He has been enthralled by the tales of heroism and bravery ever since he was a boy, and became a soldier so that he might leave his own heroic legacy behind. The odds are stacked against him. He has plenty of courage, but no strength. Time to steal all of his stuff before he goes into war. Oh no! Anyway. Welcome to our boring backwater. You're the odd duck. You're the odd duck to want to come here. One of the folks who keep the town running smoothly. He helps settle those who arrive and make it their home. Once a mercenary who fought for money, his outlook on life changed after losing his wife and child in the war. He now helps people make the most of what precious time they have. Don't you dare! That's illegal! Come on, buddy.
I'll take.
So now that I've gotten more inquiry power, yeah. Merchant who deals in loots. A stringed instrument with roots in Hinoma. His love for loots is second to none, and he carries a wide selection of wares for any interested, whether they are beginners or seasoned professionals. The loot's tones are simple, yet mysterious and profound, which is why it is also known as the instrument of the heavens. Okay, yeah. Picking up was only available when purchasers in the party, yeah. I expected as much. It's locked. Alright, that's the way place. We're on the border, so the long-standing conflict has destabilized this region. An insatiably chatty purveyor of dried meats whose real business is information. He gathers news on the latest happenings in each and every town and dispenses it to any and all interested parties elsewhere. Seemingly idle conversation is how he replenishes his stock. Rotten meat, huh? It's the innocent and the weak that suffer most from war. An old man who lost his grandchild in the war. His daughter has been despondent ever since and refuses to leave the house for the longest time. Though she now leaves every once in a while, it will be some time before she knows joy again. Curious antique. Hello. Right, you're a weapon seller, or gear seller, or whatever. Sandflow past. A past path? Huh. Or pass? Sandfall paths. Jesus Christ. A soldier who keeps watch over the town and prevents the townfolk from entering the battlefield. He's been stationed here ever since a group of excitable local youths raced to the front lines and were summarily slaughtered. Champion sword. What's wrong with you? Stay away from me. Prevents terror.
I'll take that.
That could be an interesting little thing. This music is really nice. I like it. Oh, it really hurts. I'm not faking sick, honest. Soldier who complains daily of his aches and pains to his apothecary. A thorough examination revealed no sign of illness or injury, but the pain persists. Worse yet, its occasion changes from day to day. The cause remains a mystery. Skills stomach ache. Okay, buddy. Are you injured? Let me see. I'll tend to your wound. Woman lending her assistance to the field hospital. There aren't enough apothecaries in town and casualties are mounting. Her husband was one of them. His death led her to study medicine, and she's learned enough to serve as an apothecary assistant. And I'll just beat you up for the rest if I find you in the night. Ah, I can't believe that bastard with my own father's sword. The sword is a precious family heirloom. I won't be able to face my father without it. The dirty thief should be at the decaying temple in the eastern side sands, but I don't stand a chance against him. Probably knew as much, which is why you let me live. Young man born to a line of swordsmen in possession of a legendary sword. His greatest teacher was his father, who was famed for never losing a battle, but succumbed to illness not long ago. He set out on this journey of training and discipline to hone his innate talents into true mastery. Right. Nope, I'm not drunk. Nothing spirits in me. A fearless gifted soldier until he suffered a grave wound in battle that left him too terrified to even pick up his sword. He's hoping some liquid courage will keep the fear at bay long enough for him to see to the battlefield once more, but it hasn't worked thus far. This is a dojo where students train in the way of the sword. Lesson 1, keep your elbows in. Student at the dojo. Diligent by nature, he follows his master's teachings to the letter. Currently he's learning the ins and outs of a unique style of sword fighting passed down from the Hinoma region. Thank you for that silver sword. Strong axe. Our discipline teaches that one must not simply hone the body, but the spirit as well. Childhood friend of a steely-gaze sword fighter who has joined the dojo to be closer to her. He's thrilled to be able to watch her come into her own as a sword fighter day after day. On the other hand, he cannot help feeling a melancholy sense of loss as she leaves him behind, despite his increasingly desperate attempts to keep up. Nice. Inner turmoil will blunt your skills. Focus, composure, this is what you must master. Sword fighter with a steely gaze who is unmatched in her dojo. Her father was a famous warrior in his own right, though at the cost of renouncing any emotional connection to his family upon entering this very dojo. Little Crow. Hazy Slash. Damn, my form is terrible today. Man who has trained at the dojo since he was a child. He has challenged the steely gaze swordswoman to a duel every day without fail. At first he looked down upon her, but she quickly surpassed him. There must be more to it than frustration, though, if he challenges her every single day. Spearhead. I can tell by the way you carry yourself that you're a skilled fighter. But the path of a warrior is long and hard, and your journey has only just begun. Anyone who wishes to hone their swordsmanship is welcome at my dojo, regardless of their style. Let us train together, both in mind and body. Warrior license. And then master of... Wait, what? Requirements. Masters of warrior's divine skill. Anyway, we have a new job unlocked, which is intriguing. So now I have a warrior. I'll give that to her. Sure. She looks good in it too. I like it. Right, you can have the crow and the slashing blade. And since you're already done with your skills, I may as well get some other stuff. Right, nullifies all positive effects. Vengeful blades. Let's go for a bite. I can just get all of these, or like almost all of them. And then start wall. Okay. So you have this. Increase the spear when breaking an enemy. Grants immunity to debuffs for... Raise the equipping character's physical attack when breaking an enemy. It raises the stats. Raise the amount of latent power gained by the equipping character. I think you're good for now, but I may want to change something at some point. I think it's not really necessary for her to have Inspiring Break, though. So let's go and just increase your strength. Anybody else who can learn anything that I care about? No. Okay. Gucci! To the East District. Get them all fresh, they're crisp, tasty, and for a limited time on sale. An old man who's been selling fruit here as long as any can remember. His supply line is a closely guarded secret. His fruit is always fresh and his prices are the lowest around. He has great sympathy for the young children living with an elderly couple and always makes sure to give them a little bit extra, or give them a bit extra, free of charge. Son of a bitch. This is gonna become dangerous. Okay. I recommend this greengrocer. His shop's always fresh and very cheap. One of a few children living with an elderly couple in town. She's quite mature for her age and helps the couple around the house without being asked. She's an accomplished haggler and cook and regularly puts together meals on a budget that would beggar belief for most chefs and bookkeepers. Yoink.
I'll take that.
There's also apparently a statue of Celtige. Or in any case, a dancer. I'm not sure if that is Celtige. Anyhow, our bill lasts 100 years. Easy. That's what I intend to say after I figure out how exactly to do it. An apprentice carpenter brimming with vigor. He is counting the women working at the tavern whose life circumstances force her... Wait, what? He is courting, sorry, the woman working at the tavern whose life circumstances force her to toil without a day's respite. I want to make a journeyman as soon as he can to be there for her properly. Please don't fail. Thank you. Wild Smash.
Raise your...
Wanna go around? I'm ready when you are.
On your guard. Here I come. Prepare yourself. Now it begins.
Does he have like double thrust? No. Okay.
Here I come. Now, what is this? I still have much to learn.
Yes, like this skill.
You still have...
At least an attack, axe attack on a random foe, or on random foe is 3 to 5 times. I like that. I appreciate that. Get rid of Sever. Right. This land used to be the Great Kingdom of U, but it was destroyed dozens of years ago by Ku. I heard a lot of innocents were killed, but many managed to flee to the Harvard land. A townsperson researching the fallen nation of U. Once the mightiest nation on the western continent, U was, or U, I guess, was obliterated decades ago by the nation of Ku, like when the nation of Ku rose against it in war. However, traces of its advanced technology remain for defining to this day. The canals of Canalbrine, or Canalbrine, are one example. Excuse me, you want something? Or is that... I don't know if that's a woman. Yeah, a woman who spends her days loitering in the town square. Her face betrays no emotion whatsoever. She's quite considerate, however. She hands out snacks to the children in the afternoon. Silently, of course. It's a mite creepy. Right. None of us act naughty or play tricks on people. Grandma and Grandpa would get mad. One of the children taken in by the elderly couple in town, he has taken on the role of the eldest son, wrangling the others and generally keeping them in line. Even the adults in town admire his leadership in that regard. He works diligently in order to repay the kindly couple that has so graciously taken him in. Oh God. No! There we go. Your reputation in Sai has suffered. How much money does this cost? It is a second-tier town, I'm pretty dang sure, so it's not gonna be cheap. 4,500. That's a sizable amount of money. Not ridiculous, mind you, but definitely enough. A tough nut. Anyway, boy, I'm back. Give me your coin. Thank you.
I'll take.
She is just silent. The older of two siblings living with an elderly couple in town, the war robbed them both of their parents, and so they find themselves among the orphans in the couple's care. The shock and upheaval of it all has caused this young girl to close herself off from the world. She hardly speaks to anyone these days.
I'll take.
I'm always on my best behavior. Well, I do sneak a cookie from the cookie jar sometimes. One of the children's living with an elderly couple in town, while his parents are off working in the eastern continent. Quite the gourmand, he is always eager to share food with the younger children as well. Oopsie. There we go.
I'll take.
Where's this lead me? Dragon Rift. Nope. I suppose that's my favorite spot. Something about being here calms me. Ugh. One of the children living with an elderly couple in town, as the oldest child in the group. She often finds herself withdrawing to be by her lonesome when the remainder of the group gathers to play. She's beginning to think hard about the future and needs some time alone to do so. Lightning falls. Give me your goodies. Mommy and Daddy died, but it'll be okay. I have my big sister and friends too. Younger of two siblings living with an elderly couple in town, the war robbed them of their parents and they find themselves among the orphans in a couple's care. He keenly feels the pain of his sister's retreat from her once vibrant self. I think there's something wrong with me. My chest feels so weird and tight lately. One of the children's living with an elderly couple in town, he feels a strange sensation in his breast, and isn't sure what to do about it. Namely, his heart threatens to leap out of his ribcage whenever he thinks about the oldest girl in the couple's care. Me thinking like, oh no, what happened to this boy? And then the game being like, well, you see, he's just madly in love. Our foreman's something else. He can fix any building, no matter how broken down. Carpenter's apprentice began practicing under his master alongside a close childhood friend. When he saw the woman working at a tavern recently, it was love at first sight, and he hopes to profess his affections for her soon. He's well-meaning, if a bit clumsy. Nicer. Wait, what skill do you have? Split open. Medicine sells well here, though that doesn't exactly make me happy. Medicine seller who visits the town on a regular basis. As an old friend of the elderly couple looking after several of the children in town, he sells them his medications at a discount. He is actually in the final stages of a terminal disease, but it's not the dying that bothers him. It's the regrets that he won't be here to help the townsfolk any longer. Why is this place so sad? Good afternoon, welcome. Simply call if you need any help. A woman who spends every waking moment of her day in the form of toil. By day she is a provisioner, and by night she works at the tavern. All her pay goes to the treatment for her father's war wounds, but she hides her own suffering well behind a cheerful smile. Many of the townspeople are privately cheering for her. Rally troops. Do you have any new flower stuff that I can... No. Yeah. This stronghold has definitely seen better days. Needs repairs, and quick. It actually belonged to the kingdom of Ooh, which is what this land used to be. But when the kingdom was destroyed, the technology to fix it was lost. Still, the residents here won't have the money to build themselves new houses. I could try to fix it myself, but I'd need the actual plans from that era to do that. Oh. I think I may know where this is. The leader of the local carpenters, despite his fixed scowl, he cares deeply for others and often does unprofitable work for impoverished residents. His skill can work wonders with even the most meager materials and limited funds. Upheaval. What is this, FF14? Right. And then you. Master of a guild that manages the building in the East District, or buildings in the East District. These days he spends his time preventing the local children from entering the particularly dilapidated storehouses situated on the back streets. He wants nothing more than to tear them all down, but try as he cannot secure the proper permissions. Okay, let me go and since I cannot knock you out, I'm gonna just put you to sleep.
Take that. Good night.
And get the goodies that way. Tattered dress and tattered shoes. And a dancer's journal. I don't know how much. Whoa! Hello? I don't know how much time has passed since my teacher left, but even though no one is left to instruct me, I will continue my training. I practice the steps she taught me over and over again in hopes that I will be able to move just as she did. And I will never forget the dance that changed my life. In my memories, my teacher shines like the sun. I've decided that I too will be as radiant as she was, and no one will ever shake that resolve. Yes? Can I? No. I cannot do it with the D-pad, I can only do it with my control stick. My teacher spoke of a grand theater on the eastern continent. She said it could hold hundreds and was home to a gorgeous stage on which only the most resplendent performance could ever set foot. That is a world that I, in this poor, dirty town, cannot even begin to imagine. And I doubt I'm the only one. Platt, his wife, the orphans, even the townspeople. That world is just too dazzling for us. It shines too brightly. But if it truly is that beautiful, I want to show it to everyone. That's why I'm going to become a star and change everything. When I'm rich, I can rebuild this place. I can light up every corner of this dark, dingy, leafless little town and make it shine. I'll build a grand theater just for us. Then everyone can live in happiness. But to do that, I must practice. I must dance and sing with all my might until I become a star. I will dedicate all that I am to this town. So today, tomorrow, and the day after, I will keep dancing. Whoa. What is this equipment I got? The tattered frog membrane, what? I only just noticed that. Wait a second. Tattered shoes and tattered dress. Huh. Intriguing. Cool. There's nobody in here during the day, right? Wouldn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay. Let's go and get this. And let's go over to the inn and swap out people for the night crew. Right. So that would be Oswald instead of Throne. And then Hikari can just be there. I think I'll keep Hikari. And I'll see, like, if people are too expensive to bribe, I'll just remember their positions. Let me tell you something, the higher the proof, the better. Right, give me your stuff. A soldier with over a decade of experience on the battlefield. Though he practically bathes in drink each night, he's not fond of alcohol. Drunkenness is simply the most expedient way to forget the stench of blood that befiles his body. Okay, I can actually mag this guy for his loot, so... I won't let you have it!
I like my odds.
Oswald disagrees.
No. I need a plan. Indulge me for a moment.
3 bolts of lightning.
No. Feel my wrath. Indulge me for a moment.
There we go. That was funny that he used The one skill that its enemy wasn't weak
I've
to
seen
3
worse
times in a row.
worlds.
That was pretty funny.
A worth.
Thank you for that loot. I literally stole a magician's instrument. Yikes. Right, that is still locked because this is locked behind whatever the hell happens over here with Patricia. Skill in the sword alone won't always win you a battle, but lack of skill will lose you one. Yeah, I expected this guy to be quite powerful.
I have.
Let's see. A soldier who trained at this dojo alongside its current head, who is also the guildmaster. Revisiting his old training ground and reminiscing together about the training they underwent rejuvenates him. Though, it was not without hardship. Okay, and this stuff is quite powerful. And yeah. I will not be able to deal with that dude. I love this music, man. Yoink. Right, still another hasty helm. Oh, you're a person that I haven't talked to. Excuse me, would you be interested in purchasing some tasty water? All this man's wandering has brought him to Sai. He has neither money nor connections nor skills. To make ends meet, he has begun selling silty water gathered from a watering hole outside of town, but has found few takers.
Interesting.
The more you kill, the better the soldier, and I'm a damn good soldier. Oof. You're powerful, and you're also expensive to bribe, so I'm not doing that. It's all meaningless if you die. The most important job for a soldier is to come back home alive.
I have.
An extremely cautious soldier, his only aim is to survive the fight. Whether his side wins or loses is immaterial. More than a few former comrades in arms have died in his stead, as he fled from battle. Hey you, got anything to eat? I could use a bite. Old cloth, okay. And then 5,000, yeah, no. What's your problem? Get away from me.
I like my odds. Now then. Indulge me,
How much lightning can you shoot, buddy?
I need calculation and done.
Should probably go and see if I have some better gear for him.
A worth it.
Let's see. Yes, I do. Okay. So I could probably beat this guy up for his information. You know, let me go and do that first. Let's go and get your boy Temenos in here. For a moment. Excuse me.
Time.
Oh dear.
Holy light, illuminate the dark. That all.
That all.
To work. Holy light, illuminate the dark. I won't. Now die.
Now die. A man who begins prowling the streets as darkness descends on the town. He came to this town as a restless, wandering thief, and try as he might, he finds himself unable to stop his crimes and make an honest living. Townsfolk have given up on reforming him and now shun him completely, so these days he steals out of spite. Oh. I feel like that piece of information was pretty dang important. And then, yeah, you're a problem. Which I will not deal with for now. Right, Oswald. Nah, I'm fine. I love this town. Lots of people drift through here after all. I can deal with 1,000. Woman who recently drifted into town. She spends most of her time alone, refusing any sort of contact with the people and of her new home. In truth, she's a swordswoman with a grisly secret. After honing her swordcraft under her father and eventually taking another of his disciples as a lover, she murdered them both and went on the run. Tragic, yes, but the experience has only made her stronger. Yep, she's pretty strong. That's a fact. Forbidden Spiral, 72. Yikes. Okay. I'm pretty sure these are all the children that I've helped before. I'm crying, I just have sand in my eyes. The classic. Ah, of course the item is up there, you fucking asshole game. It's locked behind that quest. Alright then. Okay, cool, that is it for this, little town. Not little. It wasn't that small, that's for sure. I thought it would be a lot smaller. Anyway, time to change party. And with that I mean, can I remove people from a party? Yes, I can. There you go. Just Cassie. She should be fine. Well, in theory. We'll see how it goes. For anybody who may not have seen the last episode, which would be surprising to me, we are going to a little place which asked me to come back to it once I was alone. Okay, so I was kind of hoping that, like, depending on how many people you had in your party, that would determine how many enemies you would encounter. But apparently that is wrong.
Well now.
It's fine then.
Axe attack. What has to be done? I know no cure for evil.
Okay, let's go and heal up. I do not have evasive maneuvers on Cassie, so... Otherwise, I would actually use it for this particular situation.
Life is too precious to risk.
Freaking monkeys.
My turn. Axe attack.
Could it be that she's running into these, like, level 5 enemies because of the fact that she's level 30 and alone?
What to do? What to do?
There we go, swords, okay.
These hands.
These hands!
My blade sings. Now.
Nice.
My journey will not end
Right. Keep on running, Cassie.
here. Are you my next My turn.
Ba-ba-da-da.
Axe attack. Really now.
Really now.
What to do?
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Axe attack. My turn.
Ra-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum.
Only pain. Axe attack. It has to be done. I know no cure for evil.
Decaying Temple, danger level 40. Well, at least we figured that out. Cassie just comes back to the entire crew and she's half beaten to death. Alright, let's go and add Patricio. Right. And let's go and give people some jobs. Agnia is fine. I'm sorry, let's see, for Agnia. Yeah, Apothecary is pretty good for Agnia. You're fine as your own, really. And then Portizio as an inventor is a really nice combination. Champion sword, strong axe. Strong axe for you. Soldier bow, which is apparently better, which I don't mind at all. Sure. Is this thing better? Not particularly. Okay. I don't have any other... Actually, I do have a lot of better spears. I was about to say, like, don't I have any better spears? Let's go and give you the assault bow. You also have the best stuff equipped that you can. Falcon knife is the best, and then battle hatchet. Guard shield. This is also better. Meh. Okay. Let's go and check out some skills. I'm waiting for Saldicious seduction, I think. Yeah. Or either, you know what, I guess I'm gonna get the next skill. And then I can make it, yeah, I'll go and do this, because that way she gets vigorous vigor. Can't really say that I like that one that much. Let's go. There we go. Right, my friends, that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Octopath Traveler 2, and next episode we're going to go over to this place. And then we're mayhaps going to go to the north. I think I'm probably going to go to the north then. Yeah. Anyway, goodbye.